Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we got a good one planned out. It is this one here. This is pattern 21224 on friendshipbracelets.net. Let me grab a selection of this. Nice big one. And paste it over here. First thing we gotta do is get it orientated around. So transform. Clockwise or counterclockwise, didn't matter. It's symmetrical. Just enlarge it a bit so we can see what we're doing. And then scooch it over to the side. Now, this one has a couple different ways of centering it. And of course, my first thought was putting the diamond in the middle. But then, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this other thing in the middle here. So I think the black string is going to be our variegated, which, you know, that's fine. Let's pick a dark gray to represent it though, because if we do black, it matches with the same as the outline, so you can't change the color if we decide to do that at a later point. Floating layer needs to get anchored. Now I can come down to the bottom layer and we can start. So there is a dot in the center, skips one, and a dot here. And then this on the outside comes out like that. And then we get a diamond up here. And I am thinking that this is definitely different from how I would normally ever approach this. And I think that's kind of the point of why I want to do it differently, is I don't want this channel to be super predictable and you just know that I'm gonna do something and you know, because then it doesn't seem like we have a chance of learning anything. If I'm always doing exactly the same stuff, I don't know. So technically I only need to do the right hand side. I kind of did the other just to make sure I kind of had a gist of what's going on, but yeah. There's a dot here. So that's pretty interesting. All right, let's see how this plays out. With the dot at the very top one, we know that one has to be dark. I'm gonna try to map this out like it's super easy and see if that works. I'm not 100% sure how this will play out, but we'll try it. Yeah, this looks like this is actually going to work out perfect. Going every other string with the dark seems to be aligning with everything that's in here. In which case, this could be a beginner-friendly bracelet, which is nice. I honestly wasn't real sure about that when we started, but seeing this knowing that we don't have to do zigzag knots, knowing that it's just going to Now, an interesting thing might have been to have just elongated this zigzag here, just make it more dots up to the end of it. That too would have been an interesting take on this particular pattern. Just so you know, like there's room for changes, there's room for whatever. As the way as it is now, it'll have 4 diamonds in it. But it could be to where there's only 1 or 2, and the rest could have been the other part of this pattern, and it would have worked out just fine. Alright, so copy and pasting, and with our flip tool we can flip that over, anchor that floating layer, and merge it down. So now we have that. So the start color is, I have kind of a gray, variegated, kind of light gray to whatever. So I think the other color, let's grab our select by color tool. Grab out here. I think the other color we'll do is a red, just for a nice contrast. I don't know what would necessarily be better than that, so I think that'll be fun. Wow, that seems really, really bright. All right, now to copy the top half. See, that select by color tool is why I don't use a black to fill in the squares, is because we could actually change everything with just a few clicks. Okay, layer, anchor, and merge. And there's our pattern. So yeah, 4 diamonds in it. It balances them out really well. They're not quite at the very start, and then not quite in the middle. I think it turns out cool. I don't know where they would be if we had centered that diamond in it. It would obviously be something different. But I thought this would be an interesting change. And yeah. All right, I will get this made. We'll see how hard it was to make, and we can talk about that tomorrow. So before I go, let me just thank my YouTube members who make all of this stuff possible. We are almost at the end of the whole variegated pattern thing, and yeah, I don't know what the next challenge I'm going to give myself is, but this challenge was definitely made possible by them, and I really do appreciate it. It's they really keep the channel going. So if you appreciate it, maybe become a member, see behind the scenes. I'm actually live streaming as I'm making this video, so if you're interested behind the scenes, that's how you do it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.